a little bit of a story. Then I'll be putting a picture at the background while I go so you understand what happened. So fast forward to 2022 when we came to Canada. It started in 2013 where they said I had a cyst on my spleen. And the spleen they said it was insignificant. 2015, I got married. 2017, I had my son. Everything was okay. Up until 2019, so they're falling sick so bad. I was in a Vic's hospital in Ikoyi in Nigeria. And then they said it's now become a mass and it's suppressing on my left kidney. But because in 2014, I had a similar surgery and it was so traumatic, I was scared. And then we're planning to relocate to Canada. So we always said, when we are in Canada, we'll take care of it. When we got to Canada in 2022, I wanted to have my second baby. And then the doctor said, you can see a mass on my pancreas, and it's so big. So they'll have to take out the mass. But because I had a baby in 2015 and I knew everything was okay, I decided to still go for it. 2023, I got pregnant with my second son. And it's also growing. It was so bad that I had sepsis. The heartbeat of the baby was going down. I was able to manage the pregnancy up until 27 months. And then I had to go for an emergency C-section when they brought the baby out and put the baby in the incubator. So the baby was in the NICU for over 6 weeks. And then they said March 20 of 2024, they will go for a surgery. And then the surgery is to just take out the tumor. But when I was pregnant, when I pee, the pee is like Pepsi, completely black. They couldn't find the left kidney when they go through scans and everything. So they thought maybe the tumor was just traumatizing the left kidney. March 20, 2024, 6 a.m., we went into the hospital. And the plan was for them to go there, take out the tumor, and it's going to be a 5-hour surgery. That was the plan. So I went in. Let me put up a picture at the back. Give me a second, please. Sorry, I'm coming up.
Okay, guys, she's about to show some.
Can you see the picture? This is the tumor they put that they took out. The surgery ended up being 13 hours. And then they realized that. So my husband said 5 hours into the surgery, the surgeon came out and said, sorry, Mr. Lucky. We went in hoping for the best, but we met the worst. The tumor has destroyed her left kidney, has destroyed her spleen, has destroyed some of her intestine, some of her stomach. So we have to harvest everything out. What? So they had to start calling doctors around Saskatoon, because this happened in Saskatchewan in Canada. It ended up being a team of 25 doctors for over 13 or 14 hours. When I woke up, the only time I remember was 2 or 3 weeks when I woke up. I was in so much pain because I couldn't breathe. I was in the ICU for weeks. I was on oxygen and lots of complications. And meanwhile, the baby was still in the NICU. So church members had to take care of the baby. I couldn't see my baby. I couldn't do anything. I lost so much weight. When I left the hospital after 3 months, I was weighing 49 kg. If I put up the picture, you wonder, how am I looking this way? So because the thing had destroyed and they had to harvest every part of most of my organs, and then I had holes in the intestine. So the reason I had a blood infection was waste products was coming out of my intestine into my blood. Then after a month, they took the tumor for pathology. And mind you, this tumor was bigger than the baby. The baby was just 30 weeks. So this tumor was big and it was sitting on my left kidney. In fact, the left kidney wasn't even working anymore. After a month, they now called us and said they found cancer in it. If they did not take out the tumor a month before they did, I would have not survived. So I had to go through 6 months of intensive chemotherapy. It was so bad. I don't wish chemo on anybody. It was so bad. I lost all my hair. I couldn't taste for 1 year. Whatever I eat, I don't know what I was eating. It was so bad. I went through chemo. Last year, December 21st was my last day of chemotherapy where I rang the bell. So we just did a genealogy test because pancreatic cancer normally doesn't happen to young people. It happens to elderly people. So they felt it was hereditary. The test came out about a month ago and they said, oh, no, it was my own body that created the cancer mutation. So my children are not going to be prone. And that was the testimony. So the reason you see me this big is they give you steroids to take because normally you go through pancreatic cancer, you lose weight automatically, you can't eat. So they pump you with medications for you to eat. So they ended up taking half of my pancreas. I don't have a spleen, so I'm on vaccinations, monthly vaccinations like babies. I don't have a left kidney. I don't have some of my intestine, then half of my stomach is gone. A month ago, I went for a follow-up CT scan, and then the technician came to tap me. And he said, sorry, were you born with one kidney? I said, no, look at my file. It was taken out. Then he went to call the specialist. Then they came in, they said, well, you have some organs missing. I said, yes. They said, and you had a baby. I said, yes. Is the baby fine? I said, yes. The doctor said, that's strange. How are you this okay? I said, it's not easy. I still go through therapy. So now, even if it's a little headache, the devil starts telling you, is the cancer back? Is it because of this? On a normal day, it's normal for you to have, but the chemotherapy and the trauma I've gone through disturbs your mind. So at times, you are depressed. You are not too okay. I can't go out there because there's flu right now in Canada everywhere. Because a simple flu can be deadly to me. I can't go to where there's mosquitoes. If I have to come to Africa now, I have to take prophylaxis because I don't have anything to help fight against my own infections. So I'm constantly on. So it was my baby we were trying to vote for baby of the year that time. If you remember when I came on your platform. Yeah, but I think you forgot. Yeah, there was a lot going on then. So I understand. But he lost the competition. But it's fine. It was a way for people to siphon money because we kept pumping money into it. And it wasn't. So we are glad we are even out because we would have kept putting money in. And it was a competition for the whole children in the whole world. Yeah. There's no how the chances that would have won is low. So it's good. I've not been cleared to go back to work because I'm still taking vaccinations. I'm home for now, but I'm doing much better. And I just want to use this opportunity to encourage people that I'm here. I don't have a spleen. I don't have a left kidney. I'm always reminded every day. If I have sometimes I have a reactive bladder because of the one kidney, it works too much. Then the thought will come, what if it fails, But